Hello YouTube, I am Keith Oneshot, and this is Batman the Red Death, Know Your Enemy! Born into a world that shouldn't exist, a world made of fears and bad decisions, a world of nightmares with red skies. Fighting desperately to survive in a time of crisis, this is Earth -52 of the Dark Multiverse, the home of Batman, the Red Death. The Red Death is a nightmare version of Batman, who chose to battle Barry Allen to forcibly take away his Speed Force powers, so he could use them to go back in time and right the wrongs of his world in an effort to prevent the loss of the Bat family and stop the crisis that threatens to destroy his world. As Batman, the Red Death used all the Flash's rogues' weapons to fight the Flash, such as Mirror Master's guns. He also had his own Nightmare Batmobile, but the greatest weapon he used to take down his old friend was Barry's own compassion. The Red Death lured Barry in, tricking him into checking on him while he was down, then surprise attacked the Flash by injecting him with Victor Freeze's cryostasis formula, knocking Flash out long enough for the Red Death to chain the Flash to his Nightmare Batmobile, which has been retrofitted with a repurposed cosmic treadmill engine that the Red Death uses to harness the Flash's speed to enter the Speed Force. Since the Red Death forced his way into the Speed Force in such an unnatural way, the energy began ripping the two apart, then fused the two together. The fusion of the two resulted in Bruce Wayne having control of Barry Allen's Speed Force powers. As the Red Death runs, he leaves behind a red and black Speed Force energy trail in the shape of bats. The Red Death first uses his powers to defeat the Scarecrow, who is trying to further induce fear into those trying to escape Gotham City as the crisis destroys their world. We then see the Red Death kill the Riddler, drown the Penguin, and murder Man-Bat. When the Red Death realizes that even with Barry's Speed Force powers, he's not fast enough to be everywhere, to save everyone, to save his world, but he does still note that deep down, he still has hope. The Red Death is then approached by the Batman Who Laughs, who tells them that their multiverse and the worlds in it are doomed to die, destined to be destroyed. It's shown that Barry Allen's consciousness is still alive and well inside of Bruce's mind, and he struggles to get Bruce to make the right choices, but the Red Death's will is stronger. The Red Death agrees to join the Batman Who Laughs and the other 5 Nightmare Batmen to form the Army of Barbados. The Nightmare Batman of Barbados use our Batman as a doorway to enter our multiverse in their attempt to take over our world. The Red Death plans to turn our universe's central city into the home he lost. Once he's in our world, the Red Death runs into Iris and Wally West, and he says, "That's the Flash's family." Then, after a confrontation with the two, he drains their energy and seems to steal time from them. Even when he's fighting our universe's Flash, the Red Death seems to be able to drain time and age his targets with his Nightmare Speed Force. The Red Death seems to possess more power than our universe's Flash, as in their fight, he easily beats Barry Allen, and Barry is only able to escape the Red Death with the help of Dr. Fate's portal. And that's what we know so far about the Nightmare Batman, named the Red Death. I'm your host Keith Oneshot, and this is Dark Days Metal, Batman, the Red Death, Know Your Enemy.